Sage the Gemini is on Ebro in the Morning with Laura Styles and Roseworth. I mean, listen, we got to get to some things. I really like this Sage the Gemini guy. I like your whole I Am Sue. I like all y'all. You guys are great guys.
Thank you.
And you make great music.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And you have a new song with Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
And just a second ago, I asked you if you're following any of the today's and last night's Meek Mill, Drake, Ross, Nicki, Taylor Swift, and your response was?
No.
And it dawned on me that you're so not concerned because you have a hit with Nick Jonas and your girlfriend is Jordin Sparks.
His wife, he said earlier to me.
Is that like a major announcement? Is this common knowledge that that's your wife? You guys are married?
I just like to speak stuff into existence.
Wow. You want to propose to her right now on the show?
No.
Without her here?
No.
That wasn't the dream proposal? Look at this camera right here. That's her. That's her.
No.
I didn't even know they were together. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't really follow the couple stuff that I didn't know.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not really, overly concerned.
I don't know, though. I could debate following relationships might be healthier than following rap beef.
It is.
You're probably right.
Because last night you jumped out the window, Rosenberg, on your social media trying to jump into the fray of Meek and Drake in some way.
Not to mention there are a lot of angry, small-penised YouTube commenters right now being like, Rosenberg doesn't follow relationships. Right. What about Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa?
Hey,
that's different.
You little bitch.
Well,
you little bitch, Rosenberg. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but
you're a bitch.
Yo, but Rosenberg, you are a little bitch sometimes.
Well, I am a little bitch sometimes.
Yeah, but you jumped in Amber Rose, Wiz Khalifa. I was your friend.
I was pushed in.
Nobody pushed you in.
Sorry, I was pulled in.
Pulled.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
And then last night you jumped in the Meek Drake thing to go at Charlemagne.
Yeah, well, he had to get a shot. A lot of shit was going on, man. I felt excited. I got my super soaker out. Super Soaker 200, the double barrel Super Soaker.
Meanwhile, Charlemagne was jumping in co-signing. Who was he co-signing?
Meek. He was like,
because he doesn't like Drake.
Yeah, well, I think Drake doesn't like him. So he doesn't like Drake.
So he caught feelings.
And I think
Drake doesn't like you.
That is not true. He sort of likes me.
Okay, when was the last time you returned any of your texts or DMs?
He replied to a DM in a few months ago. No, I'm being serious. I think in May he replied to a DM.
Sage, listen, this is all about you and your new record with Nick Jonas, but you got us off on a tangent. It was your fault.
Yeah, you kept throwing out, she's your wife, and now we're going down a rabbit hole.
I went to rap beef, and I was like,
Wait, so how long since we are down this rabbit hole already? Since I didn't have any idea. How long have y'all been together? A while. Now you're gonna get shy?
No, he doesn't want to say because there may have been some
overlap.
Overlap.
No, not for
something you were in.
No overlap. No overlap at all, and I can promise that.
But you don't want to say the specific time.
Yeah, you gotta use your imagination.
No, that's not how that works.
It does. It does. Because then we got more bullshit on the internet about
that's fair.
People. Yeah, so
that's fair. And you're taking this relationship very serious, evidently, so you don't want anything to distract from its success.
Good for you.
But you do plan on proposing to Jordin Sparks?
Maybe.
You just said you're calling her your wife.
No, he said that he wants to marry her. He didn't say that he was planning a proposal.
Speaking into existence.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you did walk in here with a limp.
Yes, I did.
And what's wrong with you?
I got a hip flexor.
And you got this hip flexor doing what?
Nay-naying.
No, you didn't. That's not true. Is that a joke?
I was Harlem shaking.
He blamed Jordin Sparks for the hip flexor, and I said, well, she's got a football family, so she'll box you out in a moment. Were you guys wrestling or something? What happened?
What'd you do to her?
Do everything.
What'd you do to her?
Anything. I didn't.
Nah, fam, come on, fam.
She tackled me.
Literally?
Why was she mad? Why was she mad at you?
Her
she
dad
wasn't mad at me.
in.
She wasn't mad at me. She was just chilling.
And she just tackles people as part of her. Yeah. That's in her DNA. Just she saw
you
walking down the hallway and she just came out of nowhere. Bow!
RKO out of nowhere. Onto the bed. Bow!
You gonna take this?
So really, is something really wrong? I know she limping. Is something not wrong with you? Or?
No, yeah. I have a hip flexor, seriously.
So you was playing hoop or something?
Nah.
You just not gonna tell us what happened?
He's very arbitrary about what he deems private and what's not private. I can't. It's very interesting.
I think it was probably something so stupid and he doesn't want to be embarrassed.
No, that's not stupid at all.
So go ahead.
No.
No.
It's not stupid, but it is private.
Okay.
All right, so we'll just assume you guys do crazy sex positions.
Yeah.
And Sage the Gemini and Jordin Sparks have this amazing sex life where it causes him to throw out his hip.
A little piece of advice: if you watch enough porn, you'll notice the guys who really do it well. They hit you got to hit that arm to the back.
What?
Are you hitting this? You got to hit that. You have to
maybe
hit that.
he was on some kind of crazy apparatus. You know those sexual swings.
Oh, Sage the Gemini.
Headline,
and
new
Jordan
headline.
Sparks, you sex swings.
Yeah, boss up.
Oh
Hey,
my
boss up.
God.
Media takeout. Write this down.
Oh, right. Seriously. They'll be quick to do
All
it,
right,
too.
let me ask you this. Real talk. Was your leg up?
Oh,
was
my
it
gosh, bro.
Ebro, don't even. You look like you're going to hurt yourself
Right.
just doing that.
But I was just showing you the example.
Your hip goes up. So, something that was interesting to me is that we've never met before, which I find weird because I've met every single other person that you're
Right.
affiliated with
Well,
multiple times.
I don't really go out anywhere. So,
And neither do I.
you know, so I stay at home until they say, hey, we want you to come in somewhere.
Or we're going to give you this check and then you show up.
Well, that too.
Are you a homebody or you just want to stay out of trouble?
I'm a homebody and I want to stay out of trouble.
Back to me. You said something interesting before we started. You were like, I'm actually excited to meet you. Why were you
Yeah.
excited to meet me?
Because it's like, you're funny.
Oh, thanks.
And then, like, when you watch,
What
when
about
you watch
me and
somebody,
Ebro?
Hold on
And
one
we're not
second.
funny.
but
You're
I meant-
hot and I'm angry. It
I'm-
doesn't-
Yeah, let me roll with my
I
funny for a
know, I
minute.
know Ebro,
Yeah.
and I was excited to meet you, but he talks a lot, so it's like he's more like it was like, oh, like that's the guy who talks a lot.
Rambo talks a lot. That's right.
Talks a lot.
So
I
it was-
appreciate that.
yeah,
That is a
it's
fact.
like, yeah.
Facto.
Rambling Rosenberg.
How did let's jump into your music. There's an album on the way, I'm sure.
Yeah,
This Nick Jonas record is really taking off.
thank you.
I
think.
And it's also much more mainstream than this particular song is, in how it sounds. It's much more mainstream than things you've done in the past.
Yeah.
Is that just where you're going and where you wanted to go with your career, or is this just a song you fell in love with and it just happens to be that?
No, that's where I wanted to go in my career. It's just a lot of people nowadays, like some people. Okay, I call them people that control your music life because they do. Like fans control your music life. Without them, you're not anybody.
That's right.
So some people who control your music life are retarded, and they want to hear retarded stuff. So sometimes you have to dumb it down in order to get their attention. And when you get their attention, then that's when you make the stuff you've been making before. You know, you have to dumb it down.
Okay.
So I've been making music like this. Nobody just wanted to hear it.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But by the way,
Well,
it's
good
not
for
like
you, bro.
It's not like you haven't made commercial records. They were
Yeah.
just hip hop commercial records.
Exactly.
West Coast kind of. You guys have a particular, very unique sort of sound. It was in that.
Yeah.
But it was still records that
Thank
were
you.
known by a wide audience.
it's. I mean, thank God for giving us that. But I'm tired of and I don't want to sound like big head or nothing like that. But thank God for letting us go platinum early. But I don't want to go platinum no more. I want to go diamond. So if that leads me to go platinum, I'm blessed and thank God for that. But it's time to go a step up because if you can only
But
go,
you just want to grow. I mean,
I
ain't
wanna
nothing wrong
grow,
with
yeah.
wanting to grow. You
Yeah,
want to grow.
I
That's
just wanna
it. I don't think anybody's gonna knock that. I think you will have fans who are hardcore. What's the name of your clique with I Am Sue? The
HBK,
HBK.
Heartbreak
You'll have the
Kids.
Heartbreak Kids. I think there are people who are probably hardcore fans that might, they might be like, he's out of here. He ain't making that sound. And,
No,
you have
not
those.
even. I'ma always be there, and I'ma always mix that into whatever
Okay.
I'm doing.
Got it.
Period. Because that's just how we grew up. That's the culture. So,
What's the order of how you guys met each other and formed HBK?
well, I think where's JR at?
You forgot.
JR. Hey, JR.
You forgot?
JR. Hey,
He looks like he just woke up. Rough night?
Disrespect.
Sleeping in the hallway.
Disrespect,
Is
Lord
this-
Styles.
so what's the order in which they?
JR, step in here and tell us. Come right
No, it's
over
cool.
here.
He just like, I don't want to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera.
It's was it Sue? I mean, Kuya or Sue who made?
Basically, HBK formed with I Am Sue, P. Low, and a friend of ours, Omar.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
School, with KFC.
They worked at KFC?
They worked at KFC?
Cut school to go to KFC.
Oh, cut school to go to KFC. Understandable.
Yeah, but no,
What
the
did they
audience
get at
can't- yeah.
KFC, yo? Because that's very important.
You said what do you get?
What did they get at KFC?
Bro, that's so funny.
They probably got like a 3-piece.
You think they got a 3-piece?
Spicy?
Biscuit?
Oh, really? No biscuit. Yo, shut
No,
the
fam.
Yo, bro, you want a bean? Shut the fuck up. I'm
No, fam.
gonna put the emphasis on the F if you want me to.
because that was my point. If they didn't get the biscuit, they didn't get the honey. What's HBK really all about?
That's a good question. Then you got to start. And what
'Cause then
sides
I'm
are
a-
you choosing?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna look at the whole thing faulty.
some hot
And
sauce
did they
in there
get the
too?
strawberry soda?
Does coleslaw count or no? Does coleslaw
Is that an
count?
option?
Yes, you don't know about the strawberry sodas at the fucking KFC,
dropping
my
straight
G.
now.
No, I see Trinae nodding her head because she likes nasty soda. It's always in my fridge. I'm like, what is this? Who
like-
bought this bright red soda that's in my fridge?
I dare you to go up in there and not get that motherfucking strawberry soda.
That's such a West Coast thing.
How old
Strawberry
were you when
soda.
you met I Am Sue?
Such a West Coast thing.
I was 19. I was like 19.
And this has gone pretty well. And for people who don't know, what are your what smash hits are you behind, either vocally or writing or a piece of?
Damn, he looked at the crew. He can't talk about it. Because
Why not?
listen, and listen. You sat down and you're being quiet at a time where the ghostwriting thing is a sensitive issue right now.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we not.
let's get into it. You don't have to say specifics because I know people are sensitive about it. But what is the audience obviously looks at rappers and says, listen, if you rap and you are an MC, you better write your lyrics.
Oh yeah, I definitely write my lyrics.
Right. But then there are people who don't write their hooks. There are people who walk in and maybe the beat and the hook is there and then they put their own lyrics in, correct?
No,
Not for you, I'm just saying.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
You want to make it clear that you do all of
let
it?
me make it clear really quick. I write, produce, mix, and master everything
all the time.
all the time. Well,
But-
not now. Jason Joshua mixing.
But would you ever, like, for instance, Nick Jonas is singing on the record. Mm-hmm. You wrote that and Nick came in and sang it.
No, I didn't write that.
You didn't write that part.
No.
But that's my point.
I
So
wanted
now,
to say yeah, so but yeah, no, I mean,
but that my point being, that there are some times where you collaborate, or
Yeah.
someone does a beat and then someone else lays a vocal, and then maybe you take the melody. The melody's there, but you put the words in because they maybe just had a melodic idea, but not the word.
yeah, I mean, sometimes, I mean, you can't just be an asshole. Like, if something is tight, you just got to give credit to.
Some
where it's
people
due.
are assholes though.
Yeah, I know. Some
Facto.
people are assholes
I mean,
for
facto.
sure. But like, you know, if somebody came in and was like, I think you should do it like this, I would say no, because your thinking didn't get me where I am now. So
So you can be an asshole
yeah,
If he has to be.
if you have to.
if I have to be,
yeah.
and it's like, if you come in and just like, hey, yo, I just want you to listen to this, or this is just an idea I have. I'm like, okay, for sure. Let me listen to that. Then I'll be like, yeah or no, just period. So that to answer your question, yes.
But in the ghostwriting thing, that's a big deal today. Do you have an opinion one way or another on people who use other writers? I mean, Kanye's collaborated with hundreds of people. We know that. Drake has collaborated with people. You know, Hove has rapped on songs where Pharrell did the hook.
Exactly. I mean, well, yeah, that's a collab. But you know, if you writing my verse and doing the hook and taking the whole check from the song,
You don't have no respect for that.
I mean, teach his own.
Do your
But-
hustle.
But I need my money. Period.
That's right.
So I don't really.
So
pay
what
attention
you're
to that.
specifically speaking to is someone who doesn't give credit to the other people who collaborated on the song, because that also happened.
Because they don't gotta be like, yo, you know, so and so wrote the song, but hey, shout out to whoever, you know, on working on this great project with me or whatever. Instead of just going out there and just being like, hey, you know
'Cause
what?
some
I
people-
don't got no saying nothing. I don't even care,
He's
bro.
scared.
Bro. First of all,
First of all,
I'm from the Bay Area. I'm not scared of nobody.
Talk about it. I mean, listen.
I'm not scared of nobody. I just don't want.
You don't want no problem.
I don't want no problems.
He was
well, there's
stay
no
out of
need.
it.
There's no need to stir shit up with people you did work with.
Well,
There's no need.
and,
Right.
and he walked in and said he's not paying attention. He
I
dates
don't-
Jordan
yeah,
Sparks,
I don't
and he's got a
care,
song with
like-
Nick Jonas. He's
I just want to hug my wife, man. I don't
See?
care about who wrote what.
His future wife.
I don't care.
I'm happy for you, bro.
I just didn't want to be in here like hella like nonchalant and boring. I tried to give you a conversation. I'm just
I respect that.
All right, well, we
love
want to
it.
play a game with you.
all right.
It's a game called hashtag things rappers
Never say.
say. All right. So we're gonna go along. We're gonna run down some words, and you're gonna tell us whether or not you've actually used this word in real life.
Yeah, in real life, and then if you have, maybe the last time you did, because a lot of times it might have been like you were 7.
Or yesterday.
More today, or yeah, exactly.
You
Here
take
we
the
go.
first one. Go.
All right.
Things rappers never say with Sage, the Gemini, Rosenberg. What do we got?
Cat's pajamas.
Have you ever said that's the cat's pajamas?
Bruh, no.
Never.
What was that? No.
Do you have a cat?
No.
Have you ever put in pajamas?
No.
there's no cat.
There's no cat. What?
What
was gonna
about
catch him
what
slipping.
about? Have you ever said the bee's knees?
That's the bee's knees right there,
I
my
think
G's.
I think I had, well, not all that, but I think I might have said that.
See?
But I think it's because it was from what's that? The little cartoon from New Orleans. They had like a whatever. Yeah, I said it.
It has been said before, not
Yeah,
regularly,
I said
but
it.
it's been said.
Yeah, I said it. Not.
All right, what else?
Um,
Things rappers never say.
How often do you describe something as fluffy? So I feel like most rappers don't be like, yo, that cat is super fluffy, my G.
Yo, that shit fluffy, son.
Yeah.
My Aunt Shanice will love that fluffy ass shit. You stupid. Nah, I don't.
Not fluffy.
Nah, not
All right,
fluffy.
fluffy denied.
What about the word prince?
Well, nah, fluffy. I said, well, are you saying like in a song?
No,
Or
in
just
life.
in
Like, how often you just like,
Nah,
yo,
I say
that's-
it about Jordan's hair, like if she just getting her hair done or something like that. Like,
It's
your hair's
fluffy.
like hella
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yo, this shit fluffy, babe. The fuck?
You have to make it
Yeah,
hard, though,
yeah.
afterwards. Like,
Yo, your shit like fluffy.
What about prince?
Prance?
yeah.
Nah.
Like me and Jordan was prancing last night, or Jordan required me to prance.
Nah,
Prince-
it required me to prance.
How do you think he got the hip flexor?
Yo, like,
he was prancing.
I require you to prance. Like, hell no. Yo, you got to chill. Nah.
Oh,
All right,
no,
last
that's it.
one.
That's it.
Last
You want to do one more?
Last one. You gotta hit him with it.
How often do you describe something you eat as simply delish?
That was delish.
Like, yo, this tuna
That was
sandwich is
delish.
delish, my G.
Never.
Okay, never
I
used
try
it.
to really think about that one too. Like, have I ever just stooped to that damn level and said delish?
Well, I mean, let's not say it's stooping to a level. Judgy
Did I-
McJudgerson.
Hey, bro. It might be 101 levels, and stooping to that level might be at level 100.
Oh, yeah, you never know, but it's
You
not
gotta
101.
think, right? It's not like level 1 or something.
So never delish.
Never delish.
It's very interesting to find out what rappers are saying these days. I'm just always curious.
I'm surprised you didn't run Dangle with him. You left Dangle off the list.
I, don't know
I did.
What that is.
What about squeamish?
What?
Like
That's a squeamish look.
When I got to East Oakland, I was a little squeamish.
But I'm never screaming in East Oakland.
Never. What about this? Last one. Last one. Last one. Hashtag things rappers never say. Have you ever been like, no, I'm good with the factory rims?
well, actually, yeah.
You've done that?
Yeah.
You were like, just leave them on. I like the big hubcaps, regular. Just keep the regular ones.
Because when you buy expensive cars, they don't come
Talk
with hubcaps.
about it. Talk about it.
A lot of cats don't understand.
Everybody
You
else
I was
doing
flexing. I was
I was
flexing.
really passionate about that. Nah, I don't need the bezel. No bezel on the watch, please.
I don't wear jewelry, so
Yeah, I can see. No watch for you.
There you go.
Good for you.
This was really fun. Sage of Gemini, new record with Nick Jonas. Anything we left out, guys? He's in love with Jordan Sparks. They're gonna get married.
Likely.
Likely. He's already titled her wife. Her hair's fluffy.
We don't know how long they've been together,
Their
but
sex habits are very physical. 'cause he
Injury
gets
inducing.
Yes.
she's delish.
she's delish.
She's delicious.
Her hair is fluffy.
right there. We'll wrap it right there. Sage of Gemini.
Well done.